Well, hey, it's good to see you again. This is something I started a long time ago, but I actually built two of these. Never finished this one. I got the other one upstairs, but it's a clock. Now I have to drill the hole and put the works in there. Just going to use a basic quartz movement. But you can see it's been laying around down here for a while. Got sawdust and junk in it. I have to start sanding on this. But this is old wormy American chestnut, and it's all reclaimed. You can see a nail hole there, and there's worm holes and dings and bangs and stains. And it had a little thing I had built on here, like with two brackets in the back, and I didn't like it, so I took it off. So we're going to make something different there. But I thought it was time to maybe get this thing together. And the door frame is weathered chestnut. There's a nail hole. That's all going to have to be sanded lightly and cut a piece of glass to put in it. But I think after a few years here of sitting in the shop, we're going to get out and finish this thing up. And I went back to the wood shed and got some chestnut out to make a bottom for this. So the next thing we're going to do is start cleaning this all up, getting it ready, make the bottom. And we'll put the clockworks in it. And I'm probably not going to put numbers on this one. Probably just leave it alone. Or it might be something different I'll do. I'm just not sure yet. Okay, I'll bring you back when we're got her all sanded up and cleaned up here. Well, now here, this is 7mm Remington. I got a dozen of these old shells that were fired, so they're not dangerous. But my thought is I'm going to cut them off and glue them in the face of the clock instead of numbers. It'll be a circle of shells. I think that'll look pretty good in the old clock. Well, that was interesting. But I got them all cut. I held on to this end with a pair of pliers and just took them right through the bandsaw. Since it's brass, it ain't gonna hurt nothing. So that's going to be our numbers on the clock. Well, we're making a little bit of progress on the old clock. I got the hole drilled for the clockworks to come through, and I had to route a recess there in the back so it fits in to the right thing. And I made up a little wheel because I need to lay out where the numbers are going to go. So a little bit of geometry, but it's fairly easy to do. Get that centered over that hole, and then I'll get it marked where I want my numbers. I know they're a little hard to see, but they're there. I took a Sharpie marker and put a little black dot where I want to drill each one of my holes. I'll get them drilled and I'll get back. And I've got it drilled in all the shell casings in there. This one was next to that one nail hole, kind of blew out a little bit. So I got it taped where I want it and filled in around it with epoxy, dumped some sawdust on it. And this one was next to that nail hole there, and the little spot popped there. So epoxy and some sawdust there. That'll all clean up and sand out nice. But here we're starting to get there. I don't mind showing you the little mess ups or mistakes because I want to be honest about this stuff. Working with this old wood, sometimes you have a few problems. But if you persevere and don't get mad and smash it with a hammer, you'll get through it. Well, we're still at it here with the old clock that we're working on. Mixed a little bit of that up to fill in some nail holes. I got it laying here on the dryer to dry. But we're still at it. We'll have to sand all that then. Get her back over on the workbench. Well, I started putting the stained polyurethane combo on this. So far, so good. Got to put stain on the door for on here, cut a piece of glass. And when this is all dry, I'll cover it with a little bit of steel wool and spray a couple coats of good clear poly on it. And get her finished up and show you the finished product finally. Well, there you go. Pretty much done. Got her hanging down here in the cellar. I got to get a latch for the door. You got to put the hinges on. The piece of glass is from an old storm window. But there it is, finally finished, pretty much. Like I say, I need a latch. It's going to be the shop clock, I guess. But as you can see the shell casings in there, sitting here running along. Okay, hey, I'm getting out of here. Bored you too long with this video. We'll see you in the next one. Don't let anybody steal your joy.